and welcome to my floor. Join in. So today, I mentioned many times in the past couple weeks that I just moved into a new house, and that includes, you know, all of my makeup, all of my clothes, everything. I feel like when you move, you automatically feel this like need to reorganize and declutter and all of that. And I felt like with the amount of storage that I have for my makeup, along with my vanity storage, I need to really focus in on what is in my actual drawers that I pull out to use every single day. So this video is not necessarily going to be a decluttering of makeup as much as it's going to be a reorganizing, deciding what is going to stay in my everyday drawer for the next month. Basically, I'm thinking I'm gonna do this every once in a while to make sure that I'm rotating my makeup, and hopefully that will make it go by quicker because my declutter videos take forever because I'm so indecisive. So hopefully saying this is not going away, it's just going to the side for now will make me decide quicker. If you do like declutters though, I have an entire playlist of declutters for different products, and honestly, it's probably time to do that again. But for now, we're gonna start with this and go from there. So if you are interested in that, keep watching. And as I mentioned, my name is Rudi. Thank you so much for being here. We talk about more than just my makeup on this channel. We also talk about skincare, mental health, vlogging. We do hauls, we talk a little bit about fashion, and I would love to have you subscribe. Okay, let's take this down to the floor. Okay, so this is my foundations, bronzers, skin tints, and concealers, and a few primers. And I certainly do not need all of these, and these are kind of like my everyday ones that I keep out on my shelf. So let's kind of mix them up by their different categories. Skin tints, foundations, and we'll start there. Okay, so I just pulled all of them out and kind of organized them by different priorities, but I would say the first one we should start with here are my skin tints, and these are sort of the most important to me because I wear them the most often. I can already tell you off the bat which ones I definitely want to keep with me. This is the Say Beauty Slip Tint. It is my current favorite, and I think it was my favorite of the year, so we definitely want to keep this one. Same with the Tower 28 Sunny Days. This one is absolutely beautiful. It is right up there with the slip tint. For some reason, I like the slip tint just a tiny bit more, but absolutely something I use weekly. So I definitely want to keep that one. Another one that is newer to me, but that I'm really enjoying is this one from the brand Cali Ray. This is a newer brand to me. Sorry, by the way, if things are out of focus. I'm like trying to focus while I'm using my camera. This is a newer brand to me and a newer brand at Sephora, and this is a really beautiful skin tint. It's called the Free Dreaming Skin Wellness Suffusing Tint. It does not have an SPF in it, but it is a really nice shade for my skin tone. I'm in 4, and it's just beautiful. I've really been enjoying it, and I plan on doing an entire review of this brand in general, so I definitely want to keep that with me so that I can go about reviewing it soon. I think the next one that I'm gonna have to keep is this Milk Sunshine Skin Tint. This is probably a surprise to some of you because I haven't really mentioned this, but I freaking love this. They sent this to me along with the concealer, which we will get to in a minute, but it's just beautiful. It looks so good on my skin. I am in shade light medium, and I just love it. I'm probably gonna do a Milk video as well to go through all of my different products that I own from them, what I think is good and what I am not a fan of, but I love using this, and it also has an SPF in it, so I'm going to keep that as well. All right. This is tough. I can tell you right now, this one's gonna have to go. This is the Halo, the Smashbox Halo, and I don't know. I'm not a huge fan. I actually made a video about this on TikTok and how I felt that it made my skin look really dry, which was disappointing because I know that a lot of people really like this. So this may actually be a declutter and not a okay, you're being moved to another spot, because this one just did not really work for me. For some reason, I have not been using the H2O skin tint from Pixi recently. It's a water-based skin tint, but I had really good luck with it when I used it in the summer. It might be a shade dark for me right now, but it really is pretty. I feel like this is what I wish the Chanel water tint felt like on my skin, because it's like kind of already mixed in together. But because it's water-based, I'm feeling like it's just not enough for me right now in the winter, so I'm probably going to let this one go in the drawer for a little while. I'm really at odds about these last three because I really enjoy all three of them, to be honest. I think if I had to pick between these two, I really enjoy both of them. This is the YSL New Bare Skin Tint and then the L'Oreal Nude Hyaluronic Skin Tint. They're both gorgeous. They really are. A lot of people say that this is a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury foundation. I disagree with that, but they're both really nice. And I honestly do like using both of them, so I'm gonna keep both. And I hate to say it, but I am gonna keep this one as well because this to me is kind of like in between a skin tint and highlighter. Like it's sort of like the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, but a little bit more coverage. And I really do like using this kind of all over the face when my skin is looking really good. So I'm gonna keep it. And it looks like here's everything I have kept from my skin tints, which is almost all of them, but I knew this category would be the hardest when it comes to what's in my drawer. Oh, I forgot one, which should tell you this one's probably going away. This is the M Cosmetics Daydreaming Cushion. For some reason, cushions to me just are not my jam. Like I've tried to get into the cushion life when it comes to a foundation or a skin tint, but I haven't had the best luck with them. And it's not that this isn't beautiful, but for some reason, I think something in a pump it's just easier for me than something in a cushion. So I'm gonna put this one away for now. Okay, let's talk concealers next. Okay, let's start with these newbies from freaking Revlon. I love these so much, but I don't know why I have 3 in my possession currently. I have my actual shade, a shade that's, oops, a little bit too dark for me, and then a brightener shade. I don't use brighteners barely ever. I haven't even opened this one, so I think I can put it away for a while. And same with these two, like I'm using the shade that's current for me, which is 01. It's actually the neutralizer shade. That's me in the winter. This other one is probably my summer shade, so I'll just put that away until the summer. Bam! I think most of these are gonna stay because I love them so much. Like for example, the Nude Sticks Nude Fix Concealer. It's one of my favorites, if not my favorite concealer, alongside the Tarte Hydro Sealer, which you know is my #1, and I think it was voted #1 the past 2 years in my makeup awards, so definitely keeping both of those. This is a under eye corrector, and I have not used an under eye corrector basically at all in the past year. Same with this Pixie one, but they are useful to have around, and I feel like the Pixie one I've had for oh my gosh. Do you hear that? The cap just rolled literally into the hallway. Maybe that's a sign that this one can go away for a little while. Okay, I'm gonna keep this one with me and put the Pixie one away for a while. I forgot one that is important and that I am definitely keeping with me, which is this one from Milk that matches with the Milk Sunshine Skin Tint. This is the Sunshine Under Eye Tint. And I actually did not think I would like this, and I returned one previously because the applicator is so funky. Like it is just this rolly ball, and I didn't like that, but the product inside is really, really beautiful once you find the right shade for you with the right undertones. It's a really gorgeous product, and it works very well with the skin tint. So I'm gonna keep that one. So this is something that I'm using in my upcoming dupes video. This is the e.l.f. Flawless Brightening Concealer versus the YSL Touche Éclat Concealer. These are literally dupes. They're so identical, super, super, super close, and I can't even tell you the amount of money that is difference in this. So that sentence didn't make sense. I can't tell you, the price difference is very intense. So I'll be talking about these next week. So I definitely want to keep them both so that I can chat about them. This is my NARS Soft Matte Pot Concealer, and it is the best concealer to use on pimples and blemishes. So I'm gonna keep this with me. It's just the best spot concealer ever. It works super, super well, and it's the only one that I have. All right, let's get into foundations. I don't even wear foundations that often. You guys know that, but I feel like I have so many, and I think there are a lot here that could definitely be put away. This is not a foundation. Some of these are new, and I know I'm gonna keep with me to keep testing. For example, this is the new NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. It's really, really beautiful, and so I definitely need to keep this around for testing. Same with the beautiful Skin Foundation from Charlotte Tilbury. This was in my January favorites as my favorite foundation, and it is absolutely gorgeous. It wore so well on me over multiple events and like weddings and stuff like that, so I definitely want to keep this one. I do believe I can put away my Bare Minerals original formula. in Golden Beige. I used this a ton when I was on tretinoin because I felt like it was the only thing that was safe for my skin. But I have moved beyond that. So I'm gonna put that one away. And I think same with my Luminous Silk from Armani. This was my wedding foundation and it was absolutely beautiful for that. But I feel like I don't really wear it that much anymore because it's just reminds me of my wedding, which was awesome. But it's kind of a event foundation, and if I want to pull it out, I will. But for now, I'm testing these other ones. I'm being a savage. Go me. Okay, this is one I have not tested and I want to test because I have a friend who really, really likes it. But I don't know, something about it, I've not wanted to try it. It's the Ordinary Serum Foundation. It's like a watery, literal serum with pigment in it. And it kind of feels really nice, but I just don't know how it's gonna do on the skin. So maybe I should keep this out to test it because I do know a few people who really, really like this. It's got a medium coverage here and it looks like a good shade match. So maybe I'll keep this with me for testing purposes. Also, did you guys hear that The Ordinary is increasing their prices? Just a hot tip in the beauty commute. Okay, are you laughing yet? Do you see this? This is for a video that I'm planning, which is doing my makeup how I did in middle school and high school. I'm kind of thinking like 8th grade is probably the right time frame for this one for me. Maybe, yeah, 8th grade. I think I'm just in it. Of course, it is a shade too dark because I had to. So I think I'm gonna put this one away and grab it when it's time for the video, but there's no need for me to have it like in my stuff right now. Okay, the Merit foundation stick, I honestly prefer this in the summer when my skin is a little bit oilier. I just, something about this stick foundation I really like, and I find that it is creamy, but I just prefer it in the summer. Like I feel like it just blends better on my skin in the summer. I don't know, maybe that's crazy. A part of me wants to keep it with me and try it more in the winter to see if I can make it work, but I kind of feel like it clings to my dry patches in the winter. So I'm just gonna put this one away for now and grab it in a few months. Okay, this Huda stick foundation is actually gorgeous. It really is. I haven't worn it in a really long time because I usually wear it for events and weddings and stuff, but I've been testing other foundations. This one is a little dark for me for winter time, but it is super pretty. I think it can be worn medium, it can be worn light coverage, and no one ever talks about it, and the packaging is super nice too. And it also doesn't take up very much room, so I think I'm just gonna plop this in with the other ones. Okay, 2 more. This is a Lawless foundation. It's like a long wear full coverage foundation is literally what it's called. And I wore this to my rehearsal dinner and it's super, super pretty. I have mine in shade Golden, which is I think a shade too dark for me. I really do like this for, again, events or something where you need long wearing coverage, but I don't really need that in my life at this exact moment, so I'm gonna put this away for a little while. And I have a tiny little sample of the Glowish skin tint from, is it a skin tint? Multi-Dew skin tint from Huda Beauty. So I guess this is considered a skin tint. I do like this. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out if I want to continue wearing it or not. So I'm gonna put this in with the stuff that I'm keeping for now just to continue testing it. Guys, this video is so long. I feel like I'm only gonna get through my base and my freaking bronzers. Okay, I do not have that many setting powders here at all. I do have the new Say Beauty setting powder, but I am currently testing it, so I don't have it out here. The Bare Minerals pressed foundation powder, again, this was like a tretinoin favorite of mine. I don't think it's necessary to keep in my active drawer, so I'm gonna put that one away. The Kosas Cloud Set is my favorite setting powder. I have mine in the shade Feathery. I will continue to repurchase this. I love it so much and it is my absolute favorite setting powder. So definitely keeping this one. And I do believe I'm going to put away Miss Mercier because I haven't used it in such a long time. I love the gal and I love the product, but I am really enjoying my Cloud Set right now. So I haven't used it in forever. I just think that tells you I should put it away. Okay, I feel like I can get through these pretty quickly because I'm not really wearing primers that often these days, and so I can be pretty down and dirty with it. This is the, and I don't think I need both of these. So this is the Say Star Glow. Yes, Sun Glow, Glowy Super Gel. And then this is the Indeed Labs Nano Bronze. These are both sort of like illuminating bronzer liquids, and this one is very pigmented. This one is minimally pigmented, but I really, really like this one. So I think I'm gonna keep this one and put this one away for a while. In terms of actual primers, I just never pull these out. Like, I don't know, I just think your makeup looks so much better and lasts longer without a primer personally, but I think that these are really good for pore filling and making the skin look kind of flawless. So I will put these away and bring them out for like an event or something, but I don't think it's necessary right now. Same with this Nudies Matte. I kind of feel like I thought this was a foundation stick, but it's actually like a blurring stick. It just blurs your pores and it has a tiny bit of coverage on it. It's like a silicone stick. I just never use it because I'm not really ever going for a silicone-y type of look. So I think I'm actually just gonna go ahead and declutter this bad boy. I really want to try and like this primer, but for some reason I'm never drawn to it. It's the Peach and Lily Skin Shield Blurring Primer. Smooth and Perfect. This is just like a, I don't know, another sort of silicone-y primer. Like, it's not necessarily silicone, it's more of like a serum, but again, I'm just never really interested in putting primers on. I will say this one is sort of like the Youthforia primer, which I have up here somewhere, where it claims to shield your skin from harm. From harm's way, like daily stressors, pollution, makeup, while refining and blurring the skin without silicone. So I don't know, to me, it's just an extra layer. It's just an extra layer. Although I am interested in it, it's just an extra layer. I forgot a few things, of course, but let's finish this out and then I'll talk about the other ones. So the e.l.f. Acne Putty Primer. I really thought I was gonna get a lot of use out of this. Guys, I have literally barely touched the thing. It's not that these are bad, because they're not. Like, they are good primers, but again, how many times can I say but again? I just don't use primers. They're really good for kind of making the skin look poreless and perfect. And I think the e.l.f. Putty Primer formula is really nice, but I just don't see myself gravitating towards it, which is really unfortunate because I think it is a good product. It's just not for me. I don't know. I still recommend it. It's just not for me. Okay, these are my 3 favorite like mix-ins, if you will. Like, it mixes with my foundation. It can be worn alone and it can be worn under foundation. This is the Star Glow, the Tarte Glotion, and the Hollywood Flawless Filter. These always are with me and they will always be with me forever and ever, amen. So they're going back in the drawer. I also wanted to mention that I have the Rare Beauty setting powder here, and I do like this one, but loose powder is not really my vibe at the moment. So I'm just gonna put this one away for a little while. Okay, I think this is gonna have to be the last category of the video before we try to do this again with my eye products and my blushes, because oh my gosh, this is gonna take us 10 years to do. Forgot some. I honestly think cream blushes might be its own entire video. All right, this is gonna be hard for me because I really like to try different bronzers throughout my days. But I can tell you right now, these two can go out. This is the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer, and this is the Undone Beauty Water Bronzer. I just haven't been using them that much lately. This is like a cream to powder formula, and I am really going for the dewy look this winter because my skin is so dry. And then this is the Water Bronzer, which I think is a specific look, and I feel like it also kind of dries out my skin, so I'm just going to let these hang out in a drawer for a little while. So I was using this Maybelline 4-in-1 in this darker shade, which is medium deep, as a bronzer for a while, but now looking back, I think it is a little bit too warm, a little bit too orangey, and a little bit too shimmery for that, but it was fun while I tried it. So I'm probably gonna give this to a friend because I just think it didn't really work out for what I thought it would work out for. Maybe in the summer though, when I can like go for a warmer shade. Oh, I don't know. I kind of love all of these. I don't know, you guys. These are all favorites of mine. I really like this one from Dibs. It's kind of newer to me. I really like my Say bronzer, my Persona Cosmetics, my Tarte, my Kosas, my M Cosmetics, my new KVD. I can probably put away the Skin Lights bronzer from Revlon for a little while. I don't feel like I use this one all that much, but it is really pretty. Maybe just for a little bit, I don't know. I also don't really use my Tower 28 bronzer all that much because it is kind of shimmery, and I don't know, something about a shimmery bronzer is just not, I prefer to have more of a shimmery blush than a bronzer, so maybe I'll put that one away for a while. But the rest of these, this one's new to me from Milk. This one's newer to me from Refi. It's probably a shade darker than I should be in the winter, but I think it's really nice to warm up foundations that are a little bit too light for you. I love my Stay bronzer. I really love all of these. So it turns out that my camera ran out here. However, I kept all of these, so no surprises there. Okay, one drawer down, like 25 to go. You know, it's progress. Progress over perfection, as James Welsh says, and I really cannot go through the rest of them today or I will have a panic attack. So let's plan our next one being blush, and then blush and highlighter, and then after that we can do lips, and then after that we can do eyes, like palettes and stuff like that. I think that will be good, and then after that maybe we can go through my drawers that we just put everything away and then declutter those. That's the plan, and this is probably going to be a multi-month series, so buckle up, Buttercup. Love you guys very much. If you have any questions on the products that I went over today, let me know in the comments down below. I'm happy to do reviews on any of them or a specific brand, or to answer your questions down below. I will see you guys on Thursday with a new video very soon. Bye.